So how do you take a MyLab and Mastering quiz? Well, it's pretty straightforward. Just go to the Canvas dashboard and go to our course and click on MyLab and Mastering. In MyLab and Mastering, you'll be asked to open MyLab and Mastering. Hopefully it'll take you straight to the course homepage, or you can click on that link if it does not. My view may look a little different than your view because I have the instructor resources, and you can look at your homepage from two different vantage points. One is the all assignments vantage point, which is just a list of existing, due, and or upcoming quizzes. Now I see everything for the whole semester. I see quiz 1 through quiz 10. I see assignment 1 and assignment 2. I see what category they are, tests or quizzes. I see their due date and time. You don't see any of this. As quizzes become available, you will see the current quiz that is available or is upcoming. But you won't see all of these at once. Another view which shows you all of the assignments and a calendar is called the calendar view. I think this is the most useful view. The assignments are listed on the left and the calendar is on the right. Again, if I hover over any of these, you will see that they are unavailable to students. They do not become available on your calendar until 1 week before they're due. All right, so you can see quiz 2, even though I've created it, even though I've put it in the calendar, it's unavailable to students until 1 week before it's due. It's due May 16th at 11 p.m., so it becomes available May 9th at 11 p.m. Quiz 1 is actually already available because it's due Saturday, May 9th. The quizzes, if you click on the quiz, when it becomes available, you can open it as soon as it's available, as many times as you want. You can open it, you can close it, you can look at a question, you can close it. But you only get 2 attempts at each question. So I'm going to look at this from the student view a little bit. In the student view, I actually see more than you would see. I actually have submitted 86 different questions to the software. It's going to randomly choose 20 for each of you. And each question it chooses, it will scramble the answer orders and options and so on. But you can see there's 86 different questions here for this chapter. There may be more, there may be less, depending on the chapter. But if you click on any one of these questions, most of these are multiple choice type of questions. There's usually 4 options per answer. Sometimes they're a little different format, mix and match and things like that. You'll see a lot of different formats on assignments. I'll talk about those separately. But for the quizzes, they're going to be short, multiple choice questions for the most part. Also, you can see the grading policy, which tells you how you're being graded. So what I've done is I've given you each 2 attempts per question. So when you open a question, if you get it wrong the first time, it will tell you it's incorrect, and it will tell you that you have 1 attempt remaining. If you get it right, then you get credit for it. If you get it wrong, then it'll tell you that you have 0 attempts remaining. Now, if you get it right the first time, you get 1 out of 1. If you get it wrong, but get it right the second time, you'll get 0.75 out of 1. So don't just randomly guess. There are only 4 options. Try your best to get it right the first time and certainly the second time. If you get it wrong twice, then you'll get 0 for that question. There will be hints that are shown to you, and you won't lose any credit for using those hints. After the quiz is due, so if it's due May 9th, let's say this Saturday at 11 p.m., after May 9th, then and after the due date, the question answers will become available. So it might say you'd have to see your instructor for the answers. That just means the answers aren't available until after the due date. After the due date, you can go back and look at the quiz, and you can look at the answers and so on. In fact, you can always go back to these quizzes, even 3 weeks from now, 5 weeks from now, even after the semester's over. You can go back and you can look at the quizzes, you can try them again. It's just after the due date, they aren't worth any points. So you can practice these if you'd like to when you're getting ready for an assignment or for a final exam. I will notice this, that I've given a bit of a grace period for late assignments. You can still do a late assignment after the due date, 4 points, but you lose 25% each day it's overdue. So if it's due on Saturday and you don't complete it till Sunday, you'll lose 25%. If you wait till Monday, you'll lose another 25%. If you wait till Tuesday, another 25%. So after 4 days, the highest score you could get would be 0. After that, you can't get any points. So you don't have to email me and say, I forgot that we had a quiz due on Saturday. It's Sunday. Can you please open it for me again? I don't have to open it. It's there. It's available for the rest of the semester. You can always go and do it. So if you're late, go and complete it. You'll still get partial credit. And so, at least get some partial credit. Keep in mind, these are available for 7 days before they're due. And you don't have to wait until the due date. If it's due on Saturday, you can complete it on Friday or Thursday or Wednesday or Tuesday. You can complete all of these 5-6 days before they're actually due if you wish to. All right, work at them at your own pace. Answer one question, come back to another question the next day. That's fine with me. 2 attempts per question, 25% reduction every day. It's overdue. The same is true for the assignments. The only difference is the assignments are longer. They're usually around 40 questions, and they're much harder. They take more time. The questions might take, you might have to watch a video or read a story or think about and answer several subparts. So the assignments are more involved. You do not want to leave those to the last minute. You want to work on them throughout the week that they're due. You can see the syllabus for when they're due. All right, so all your quizzes and your 2 assignments are through MyLab and Mastering. Your final exam is through Respondus Lockdown Browser and Monitor. That's a separate issue. I'll deal with that in a separate video.